Hello and welcome to today's lesson. I'm your hard-working but indefatigable teacher, Mr. Burton. You will need to watch this video and take notes as you go. You may need to watch certain parts of the video a few times to ensure complete understanding. This is your homework and I will check your notes tomorrow before we get started. I hope you learned something.
Hello and welcome to today's lesson. Today we are looking at our first installment in the topic called marketing planning. Marketing planning, what is it? The process of formulating appropriate strategies and preparing marketing activities to meet marketing objectives. So coming up with strategies and then designing activities that are going to meet the marketing objectives that we've set for ourselves.
How to create a successful marketing plan. Firms that are successful in marketing invariably start with a marketing plan. While executing the plan has its challenges, deciding what to do and how to do it is marketing's greatest challenge. By establishing a firm plan, the task of parsing out individual marketing campaigns becomes much simpler, more cohesive, and conducive to better results. Also, things change, people leave, markets evolve, and customers come and go, but the bulk of your plan should focus on the coming year. Developing the plan is the heavy lifting of marketing, so having a little developmental help is a good idea. Your key people can provide realistic input and can share any insights they have on any potential marketing opportunities, adding another dimension to your plan. Just remember, firms typically keep the specifics of their marketing plans private to prevent sharing valuable information with competitors. Taking the time to establish a yearly marketing plan will benefit your business by serving as a rally point. You want your employees to feel committed to your company and appreciated, so it's important to share your vision of where the company is headed in the years to come. A chart to success. If you don't plan, you're doomed, and an inaccurate plan is far better than no plan at all. Company operational instructions. Consider it a marketing to-do list on a grand scale or a step-by-step guide for your company's success. Captured thinking. Your written document lays out your game plan so that if people leave, if new people arrive, if memories falter, the information in the written marketing plan stays consistent. Top-level reflection. In the daily hurly-burly of competitive business, it's hard to step back and view the big picture. Writing or reviewing your marketing plan is the best time to do this high-level thinking. Ideally, after a few years, you can sit back and review a series of them, year after year, to gain an unparalleled objective view of your business's growth and help direct your future plans.
Okay, this marketing plan is a written document and it describes where the firm is in terms of its current market position, which marketing strategy it's employing for the period covered by the marketing plan. The different elements of the marketing plan. We have got marketing objectives, what the firm wants to achieve, sales forecasting, anticipating sales into the future, the marketing budget, that's money allocated towards a specific marketing objective, what strategies are being used by the firm to meet its marketing objective, and the specific action plans to implement those marketing strategies. The role of marketing planning. Now there are advantages and disadvantages to marketing planning. More advantages for sure. Now marketing plans focus the work of the marketing department on the way forward, the roadmap, the stages that need to be taken to implement the marketing strategies. On the other hand, plans that are not revised to meet changing internal or external condition, things that are going on inside the company or outside the company, such as the arrival of new competitors, will quickly become outdated. Marketing strategies linked to objectives are going to increase the likelihood of a marketing campaign success, but those plans are insufficient on their own. They need to be reviewed regularly, and the final outcome must be judged against the original marketing objectives. And this is all going to aid the business in future decision making. The marketing budget, that's the money allocated, should be planned in advance with the finance department, and it needs to be enough to achieve that objective. Marketing plans need to be based on an up-to-date assessment of the market and consumer preferences. Otherwise, it's just going to be out of date, inappropriate for the current condition. Marketing planning helps achieve integration of the different business functions. All departments will need to be involved in the planning process. So that's the finance department, that's human resources, that's the operations team. Marketing planning helps to ensure that the marketing mix, product, price, place, promotion is the right one and working seamlessly together. And that brings us to the marketing mix. What is it? The key decisions that must be taken in the effective marketing of a product.
A new look at the 4 Ps of marketing.
Nothing explains a complicated business algorithm like a cute mnemonic device. Hence the 4 Ps of marketing. This is one of the first things they drill into your head in business school. Actually, in any type of formal marketing instruction. It's everywhere. Everyone knows it, and you need to know it too. So here it is, let's go. 4 Ps. Product, place, price, promotion. Got that? Let's say it again. Say it out loud, it helps. Product, price, place, promotion. One more time, with feeling. Product, place, price, promotion. Never forget these 4 words. Each of the 4 Ps represents one of the really important elements of marketing that you need to consider when developing your campaigns. Alone, none of them will do you much good. The 4 Ps need to work together. They're like the 4 wheels of a car or the 4 legs of a table. If you've got trouble with, or heaven forbid are missing one entirely, you'll have trouble getting anywhere. So it's easy, right? Find a good product, slap a good price on it, sell it somewhere people go, and throw together some promotion. Yes? No. Because first you have to figure out how to define these things as good. It's all about fit. Each of the 4 Ps has to be geared towards your specific target market and work with each of the other 4 Ps to do so.
The first P is product. This is what you're selling, be it a pot scrubber, ebook, or car detailing service. But it's not just the item or service itself that's included in the product P. It's also the different varieties of your product, the quality of it, how it's designed, packaged, and branded. Anything that adds value to your product, any reason a customer might want to purchase it is part of the product. Obviously, it's pretty important.
The next P is price. You may be tempted to believe that the price of your product or service is merely the amount you charge customers when they purchase it. Dispel that notion immediately. The price includes the retail price, any discounts or special offers, bonuses, payment plans, and credit terms. In short, anything even remotely related to money. It makes sense when you think about it. A discount lowers the price of an item. A bonus offer also lowers the price. Credit terms and payment plans make it easier for your customers to pay the price. All of these must be considered.
The third P is promotion. This is what most people think of when they think of marketing. Promotion includes advertising, personal selling, sales promotion, and public relations. Sponsoring your nephew's Little League game? That's promotion. Making a sales call? That's promotion. Handing out brochures? That's promotion. Answering client emails? Still promotion.
The final P is place. Place is also known as distribution. How do your clients find your product and get what they've paid for once they've paid for it? Is it delivered to their door? Is it right there in a retail location? Do they download it? Place also includes the logistics of each of these things. If your product is sold in retail stores, how did it get there? How many of them are there? How soon do you need to get more there? Everything that you need to consider about how to get your product to your customer or to a place where your customer can find it is part of place.
Now remember, it's not enough to choose a good product, price, place, and promotion because we have to know how to define good. Let's use an example to illustrate. Let's say that your 7-year-old wants to set up a lemonade stand to make some extra money. What will she have to figure out? She'll need to decide where to place her stand, how to make the lemonade, what she should charge for it, and how to let people know what she's doing. If she came up to you and asked you how to do all of this, you'd have to tell her that it depends. Where she sets up her stand depends on who she wants to sell the lemonade to, grown-ups or kids. Should the stand be in the park or at the end of her driveway? Same with the recipe. How much sugar should she add? More for kids than for grown-ups, probably. If she makes grown-up lemonade, she might be able to charge more for it because adults have more money to spend. On the other hand, if she sets up her stand in the park, and sells sweet lemonade to kids, more of them will see it and she won't have to tell people about it.
You have to know who your target market is before you make any of the 4P decisions, or you'll be in the same mess as a 7-year-old, not knowing which course of action is best for any of the Ps. If the 7-year-old knew from the get-go that she wanted to sell lemonade to other kids, she would have been able to decide right away that she should have a sweet lemonade product that she should sell in the park, place, promotion, for 10 cents a cup, price. If she wanted to sell to grown-ups, she would have her stand at the end of her driveway where lots of adults walk to and from work, place. The lemonade would be tart, product. Her mom would probably tell some of her neighbors about it, promotion, and she could charge 25 cents a cup, price. At the end of the day, it comes down to figuring out your target market and what works for them. Your offering will be perfect for some people, and those are the ones you need to reach.
Want more lessons and tips like this one? Subscribe to the Fire.
That is an excellent video running you through the marketing mix and how each 4 of the different elements work together. The key decisions that must be taken in the effective marketing of a product. So the coordinated marketing mix, as that video just ran through, are the key marketing decisions complementing each other. They're working together to give customers a consistent message about the product. And we saw that the marketing mix is based on marketing segments there. So a market segment, a subgroup of a market made up of consumers with similar characteristics, tastes and preferences.
Market segmentation is a process used by marketers to group similar consumers together. This helps them better target their marketing efforts by sending the right messages to the right consumers. A market segment usually features 3 aspects. The first is homogeneity. The consumers in the segment have common needs. Second, each segment is distinctive. This implies the consumers in the group are different in some ways from consumers in other groups. Third is reaction, which implies that consumers in the segment will have similar responses to the marketing and advertising they see. One way to use market segmentation is by demographic. This refers to dividing consumers by aspects including age, gender, income, needs, or a combination thereof. Market segmentation can also be based on consumer behavior. This involves grouping consumers according to how they feel about a certain product or their knowledge of those products. Consumers who are very interested in gourmet cooking are likely grouped together for firms focused on the sale of exotic spices, rare wines, fine cookware, and sophisticated appliances. Consider a manufacturer of snowblowers. This company would use geography and home ownership as part of their approach to focus marketing and sales strategies. Their target consumers would be suburban and rural homeowners in countries like Canada, Sweden, and the northern U.S., rather than tropical countries like Brazil or Colombia.
And the target market, the market segment that a particular product is being aimed at. Market segmentation and consumer profiling. Market segmentation is the business identifying different market segments and targeting different products to them. Consumer profile, this is a statistical picture of consumers of a firm's products, and it's going to show different characteristics of the market, age, income levels, location, gender, etc. Here are some consumer profiles that have been prepared for a financial services company. Just pause the video here and take a look at this in a little bit more detail yourself. But this company has divided their consumers into 4 different groups: basic users, value shoppers, diversifiers and consolidators. And they've gone and done some market research, and they've found out some information about them which makes them different from each other group within the consumer profiling information. And that consumer profiling information is a statistical picture, and you can see here that the financial services company has divided up the 4 different market segments and produce some statistics giving them good information about that. So pause the video, have a look at that, good examples of market segmentation and consumer profiling. So how do we segment a market? 3 ways: geographic differences, demographic differences, and psychographic factors. Geographic differences are those consumer tastes can vary between different regions, so it may be appropriate to offer different products, market them in location-specific ways. Demographic differences, these are probably the first ones that spring to mind. They're the most commonly used basis for segmenting a market. Things such as age, sex, family size, and ethnic background. Marketers are great at grouping people and finding just different characteristics between them, and they come up with some amazing acronyms. DINKY, double income, no kids yet. NILK, no income, lots of kids. WOOF, well-off older folk, are all examples of demographic differences that marketers have come up with. Psychographic differences are differences with people's lifestyles, personalities, the values they hold, and the attitudes they may have. Lifestyle is a very broad term which often relates to activities undertaken, the interests people may have, the opinions they may hold. So for example, it's very unlikely that Coca-Cola is going to be marketing their product, their sugary carbonated drink, to a group of consumers who pursue an active and healthy lifestyle. They're going to go into bottled water instead, aren't they? Market segmentation. Now, there are advantages and disadvantages to market segmentation, but there are more advantages again. So businesses can define their target market precisely. Once they've done that, they can design and produce goods specifically aimed at those groups, which should increase sales. But research and development come at a cost. It helps to identify gaps in the market, so there may be some gaps that are not being, some consumers out there who are not being effectively marketed to, and these market segmentation may find these groups. Promotional costs may be a bit higher. Different advertisements and promotions may be needed for different segments. Strategies can be used to target different groups. This avoids wasting money on trying to sell products to the whole market, when some consumers will never ever buy your product. Production and stock holding costs may be a little bit higher. You're producing 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 different products. Small firms who can't compete across the whole market may be able to specialize in 1 or 2 market segments. This is called niche marketing. We will look at it next time. Now, by focusing on 1 or 2 limited market segments, there's a danger that excessive specialization can lead to problems. A lack of diversification, there's risk there.